the one silver lining about the Supreme Court decisions this week, one, you have to, you are required to say you want to remain silent and you want a lawyer. The police no longer are obligated to read you your rights, I guess. Okay. Guns, we're going to be able to carry guns wherever we want. And then there's going to be a bunch of unwanted births, right? Possibly. Depends on your pullout game and protection and blah, 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 blah. But you're not going to be able to rely on abortion for that, right? So the one silver lining that I see is that with all the guns and then, like, say, the unwanted kids who won't be raised right, all the extra children will be taken out by these young kids. These unwanted children who raise themselves will become school shooters, and I guess they'll just alleviate the excess population. So, I mean, in fact, the SCOTUS decision is genius. Really? I mean, what are you going to do now, right? Seems like it's a little too late, but there's a huge protest right outside right now. I'm sure there's one in your city as well. I don't know. It's not like these Christian fundamentalist Republicans haven't been telling us that they were going to do this as soon as they got the majority. Well, they also, well, I mean, I wouldn't say as soon as we got the majority, but here we are, right? And I'm not, it's a serious issue. I get that. People get bent out of shape by the way that I talk about things, and like I've said before, I do talk in absurdities. This is all absurd, Look how leather my face looks. That's fucking absurd. I'm 51 years old. That's fucking absurd. But our government, us voting blue no matter who, right? Voting in these fake progressives, people like Hillary Clinton. A lot of people voted for her, but she's not a progressive. You know what I mean? Bernie Sanders voted for more war funding. You know what I mean? Like, we need true anti-war progressives, pro-American patriots here. And I don't mean like these fake flag-waving fucking knuckleheads, I'm talking about people that are for the Constitution, We're getting closer and closer to striking that down. I had a woman tell me that she was glad that that Roe versus Wade was struck down because it's not a constitutional right. I don't know if they really had abortions back then when they wrote, whatever, I don't know, call me crazy. But, America has been great at getting people to vote against their own better judgment or their own better interest, self-interest, you know what I mean? We've been voting against our own self-interest for a long time, I'm not saying vote for fucking Republicans. This is what you get. More restrictive shit's coming. You think that they're going to allow people to continue to film the police? Do you think that maybe freedom of speech might be up for it? Freedom of some religions, not theirs, but possibly yours, right? Or no religion. What if I'm a non-religious person? Is that going to be allowed? We have the Bill of Rights for a reason. However you feel about abortion, choice, life, whatever, you want to talk about it. It seems to me that it's nobody else's business but the person who needs the medical procedure. And that's a tough decision that someone has to make on, amongst themselves, I know years ago when they were trying to do the Obamacare, Romneycare, whatever, the corporate takeover of healthcare, all the Republicans were saying that, what were they saying? It was like, I don't know. It was something about, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I lost my train of thought. It's hectic. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get involved locally. I talk to a lot of people. I got my YouTube channel. I don't know what that's going to do, but, I'm trying to get some conversation out there. It just seems to me that this was coming for a long time. But, we all sat back on our laurels like, oh, it's been a lot. I mean, it's been 50 years. It's been 1972 to 2022. 50 years, right? I just, I don't get it. I don't get how. Oh, that's what it was. The Republicans wanted to say, you give people health care. Are you going to have a bureaucrat in between you and your health care provider? Blah, blah, blah. We already have that in health care anyway, and isn't this my friendly Republicans, my fellow citizens, my Christian fundamentalists on the right, isn't this putting a bureaucrat in between you and your healthcare choices? Should we come to a consensus on when, there's a cutoff time? I mean, I think we've tried to do that. I think scientists and, people who are experts in the field should have at that, not necessarily religious leaders or, whatever. I don't think it's going to be a good thing. Hopefully this will do what the Democrats are hoping it'll do: get them to you to give them more money and to vote for them, even though they didn't help this situation. They could have fixed this a long time ago, but they did not. They're voting for more money for wars, and we still have homeless people everywhere. We can't feed poor people, but they just almost $1 trillion to military budget. They just re-upped on that. They actually gave more than what was asked for, like 40, 50 billion more. And we'll be at $1 trillion. I mean, and it's probably more than $1 trillion, but that's just what we know about. Never mind black budget. Oh, I sound like a conspiracy theorist now. Where's my aluminum foil? I lined the inside of the hat with it, so it just, I don't want to look like a weirdo. I got the foil in there. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, people. Get involved. Get involved locally. I don't give a fuck if you got to go to a town hall meeting and sit there and listen to all the fucking boring ass bullshit. I've been there, it sucks. But get involved. Listen to what's going on. Find out what's up with your government. I know a lot of people in states like Massachusetts, you know what I mean? It might not change for people like that, but it's going to change for people in New Hampshire, at least with the powers that are in office now. I mean, they already have the heartbeat bill and all that shit. Got to get an ultrasound before you can even get an abortion. And Sununu said that they're talking about banning it 100%. You know what I mean? People think, oh, he's a nice Republican. There's no fucking such thing as a nice fucking politician. They're all out to get you. They're all out to get our money. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care if you're fucking white, black. As long as you ain't got no fucking money, you don't fucking count. This abortion thing is just another freaking, it's death by 1,000 cuts, right? And I'm not for or against, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a person's choice what they got to do, you know what I mean? I mean, that's a fucking tough choice to have to make, I'm sure. Being, I have a history where I was involved in some of the decision making of that situations like that, and I mean, it's not an easy decision. Having a kid, not having a kid, it's not an easy decision, and that decision should be up to the mom and dad, that or the at least the one who's pregnant, at least, right? I mean, I don't know. It's tough, Anyway, get involved locally. Do your fucking, do your part. Standing by the sidelines thinking that these motherfuckers are going to help us and fix the fucking government that they fucked up in the beginning, to begin with, it's not going to happen. They're not going to do it for us. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save me. I mean, that's partially why they did the thing with the guns, right? They know nobody's coming to save you. They're like, you better put a gun in your pocket because ain't nobody here to help you. What Kendrick say? Ain't nobody praying for me, right? Man, it's and I don't want to come off like, I'm all for, abortion or, I get it, man. Like I said, man, it's not my choice, right? I mean, I have women and female children and females in my life that I care about and that I wouldn't want to have to suffer any kind of ill will or any kind of fucking shitty situation because they couldn't get a medical, procedure of any sort. You know what I mean? People get fucking dick pills. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna tell people they can't get abortions, right? Or whatever. They can't. I hate even saying abortion because that's not what it's all about. It's not the only. I mean, I guess that's, but it's, like I said, death from 1,000 cuts. It's one little slice, right? And I mean, he I don't like what he says and does, but he's gonna put the politician to play. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know, man. None of them are on our side. If you don't have millions of dollars, if you don't belong to the right social standing, it ain't for us. You know what I mean? But it could be. It could be. We have more power than they have. They like us at each other's throats. They like us being, anti this and pro that and, at each other's throats. Because if we're pointing at each other, we're not pointing at the politicians who fucking created all these fucking problems. All right, it's a long ass fucking video, but those of you who watch it to the end, thanks. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Everybody get involved. I want to start doing some interviews. I'll put another video about it. But I want to start interviewing friends and family, and I guess not doing another video about it. I will. I always make another video. But yeah, I love you guys. Men, women, my friends, my family, people I don't know. You know what I mean? I got no ill will towards people. I fuck up a lot. I've fucked up a lot in my life, I'm so happy for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances. As many chances as it takes, you know what I mean? As long as you're not fucking hurting people, and that means all types, I'm sure I've hurt people. I try not to. I'm sure I still do here and there. I still lash out from time to time. Let's try to be kinder to each other. Look out for one another and each other. You know what I mean? You gotta look out for yourself. Protect yourself, man. You gotta protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect your families. I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's Friday. Do your thing. I hope you had a great week. I hope you have even better weekend. Get out there and protest, man. Fucking people out there doing it. I'm going out. I'm gonna go check it out. Hey, have a great day, everybody. Have an even better weekend. Peace.